endorse these new technologies like solar and wind power, and we want to make the transition to the future.
The weather are sort of the day-to-day, week-to-week. The climate is really how things change on longer timescale. And we know that the climate is changing.
We have huge opportunities. We could change the world.
When you think about recapitalizing the energy base of the world, there's going to be lots of people making lots of money.
It's a sense of renewal for the economy. It's a sense of renewal for education, for research.
There's $1 trillion worth of companies out there now that have found out that saving energy within the company, even though it involves spending money on slightly more expensive equipment, the extra energy that equipment used to take before they bought the new stuff, that costs more money than replacing it with efficient stuff. So it's just good business.
As a global investment bank, we feel we have responsibilities to do what we can about the environment. We thought man-made emissions were a big factor in climate change, and we laid out a strategy for each of our businesses. And we just sold the Horizon Wind Company. We made a lot of money on this investment. We shined a real spotlight on wind as a source of energy. We feel very good about that, and the commercial results were great.
I can't think of anything more interesting to work on than this. It might be the most productive and most profitable thing I've ever seen.
Once it all comes together, the cost of solar power will be cheaper than the cost of your traditional utility. When we cross that point, it's a $1 trillion market. It's the energy market.
The Earth is really a lifeboat, and there's a hole in the lifeboat, and that's the climate change problem. So that lifeboat is leaking. Now we have the strongest country of the world, we have the smartest and the wealthiest. Do we sit in this lifeboat and say, I'm going to start bailing, when all of you have agreed to start bailing? Or do we pick up the bucket and start bailing and show people that in fact we can control the rising water and then persuade them that it's in their best interest to bail out the boat?
We want more environmental quality, and we give ourselves 10 or 15 years to really change the way we do it. We can do it.
Wall Street and Silicon Valley has started and is just chomping at the bit for the green world.
I'm spending all of my working hours trying to make electric cars happen that will actually make a difference directly.
It's going to take legislative and action by people working together through governments to bring about these changes. Republicans and Democrats can still beat themselves up over what we should be doing about this problem, but one should recognize it as a problem, and a problem that needs action, and recognize that the solution has to entail massive reductions in fossil fuel burning.
It's like drawing from a bank account, an energy bank account. And we did all this, and we had a great time, and we got rich, and we got healthy, and we built nice houses and interstate highways and automobiles and the whole 9 yards. But what we didn't know when we started it was that there would be a bill at the end. And the bill is global warming.
It's an exciting arena right now. I mean, look at all the investment money going into it. People think they're going to make money in it. And that's good, that's healthy. We need capitalism to bring us through this thing.